Peggy 16.
Sega.
Hello and welcome to the Total War Shogun 2 Multiplayer Tutorial, Part 1. I'm Kieran, the Studio Communications Manager for Creative Assembly. Today we're going to have a look at the new multiplayer system in Shogun 2. Here I'm creating my online avatar, Nature's Fury. I'm now choosing my Mon, or clan banner, which will be seen in all of my battles, and now selecting a colour for that banner so as I can be distinctive amongst all the other online gamers out there. You can see I've chosen a petal motif with a dark green. I'm also going to choose a starting region which affects the online campaign map we can see here. This is different to the game's single player campaign map and indeed the multiplayer campaign map. Now we can see here that I have a number of different options. I have my avatar right there. I also have my navy. I can drag this into the surrounding regions which I can invade, and should I win my subsequent battle, go ahead and unlock the bonus that gives me. The various bonuses of course include retainers that I can play at the beginning of battles, I can unlock new unit types, and various other attributes for my online avatar. I've chosen the Northern Province. I can now select to have a match-made battle, fight against an opponent of equal skill, or indeed I can enter into the battle list, which is the number of games running right now. I'm going to choose the battle list. Here you can see we have the battle lobby with a number of different players down on the bottom right hand corner. We're going to go ahead and host our own battle. On the right hand side I can choose the level I'm going to play on. Of course I can choose whether there are key buildings present, what time of day it is, or indeed the spring, summer, autumn and winter season. I can also crucially choose the number of funds that are available, limiting the army sizes that can be used in this match. Now we're hanging on a moment and you'll see, there it is. One of my friends has just joined the game. We're having a little chat in the box below, of course talking about all the world issues and all the deep intellectual needs of the moment, such as hello, have fun. We're going to go ahead and choose our armies now. Now of course, because I have a very early level avatar, I'm going to choose just from a number of small units. I have a couple of cavalry units to choose from, some spear infantry, some sword infantry, and some bow infantry. You'll see the others are locked with padlock symbols. They'll become unlocked as I successfully unlock them on the campaign map we saw earlier. So now I'm trying to stay within budget, much like all the governments of today's world, and actually spend my money wisely on a good unit mix and a balanced army. So I'm pretty much ready to go now, so's my opponent. We tick ready, and we're going to be moving into our online battle. So here we are on the battle map that I've chosen with the time of day and the seasons. You'll see there are a number of capturable buildings in the battle map itself. These can all be taken in real time and they apply bonuses across my entire army. The symbol above the building will give you an idea of what that bonus is. Some give you archery bonuses, others for melee combat, and some still will give other bonuses across the entire army. You should choose what you capture carefully. After an initial setup phase, we go ahead and engage. As the battle begins, I move my ranged units forward into a very good forward position and fire down upon the prone gunpowder units of my opponent. Although he has stronger weaponry, I have a better position. And, with a well-timed arrow volley, followed by a horse charge, I destroy his flank and roll up his low-level army.
Unlike the Yari Ashigaru, Yari Samurai possess the ability to defend themselves in melee combat and are more effective against enemy cavalry.
So having unlocked that new unit type, I've also gained myself a rank and a new veteran unit that I will name the Spitting Cobras, in line of course with my Nature's Fury pack. We've gained a couple of points of XP and of course unlocked some special bonuses due to the way that we fought the battle. If we have a look at the unit statistics, we can see how many of my men killed how many of theirs, always important to know. And of course, we can go back to that online campaign map now and see that I've conquered the northern region, hence unlocking the unit we saw earlier. I can now of course choose to go into any of the surrounding regions. But first, time for a little dress up. Here I can modify various different aspects of my avatar a little bit, but I'm going to spend some skills on the skill tree. The General is a persistent character that you own. We can unlock various different skills and abilities, all of them affecting different aspects of combat. Here I've chosen the Bow Mastery tree, enabling the bow and of course extra bow damage. And now of course I'm going to mess around with the avatar, personalise him some, based on some of the new items and attributes that I've unlocked in my previous battles. It's always important to have a spiffing hat as part of your attire, very much as it is the source of your general's power on the map. Of course now you can see we're choosing a variety of different waistcoats, hats, and various different bits and pieces to personalise my general and the way he looks. I'm hyperventilating slightly because I've sped it up for you. We're also choosing a nice green shade to go with my Nature's Fury name, and again make sure that I look a little bit individual on the grand field battle. Aesthetics are very important, don't you know? And here we have just the first part of the multiplayer trailer. Join us next time for more information! Hello and welcome back to Total War Shogun 2's multiplayer tutorial, Part 2. This is of course the sequel to the massively successful Shogun Total War multiplayer tutorial, Part 1. Right, now we're having a look again at the avatar I created in the first video. This avatar is of course a verdant green colour in line with my theme, and of course I've set him up quite well from my previous adventurings. What we're going to have a look at now is the retainer system. Retainers are like cards that you play at the beginning of every battle. Retainers give bonuses to your forces and troops, or of course negatives to the enemy armies that you'll face. You'll see that we've unlocked 2 retainer slots by virtue of having a low-level avatar. As we rank up, we'll unlock more slots. For now, we've chosen these 2 retainers to play in our next battle. In addition, we've gained a veteran unit, a unit that's been with us through thick and thin and has gained skill points as a result. You'll see here that we've got the ability to unlock a few of the new attributes at the top. We're going to go ahead and go for bow damage, thereby creating a little bit more anarchy with the bows that we send. We can also actually customize this veteran unit, colouring him and changing his hue and contrast in colours in order to make him fit a little bit better both with our sofa and with our army. So you can see here our personally named, personally coloured Bow Ashigaru unit, a veteran of many battles on our behalf, too, who is now much better placed to play with us. Now, the next province we're going to go for on the online campaign map will be in order to unlock one of the retainers that we saw earlier. So we're going to go ahead and try and attack this province down in the southeast. Now we're picking and selecting our army. You'll notice here we're going to go for a fairly mixed army, including our veteran unit. Here you can see the unit stats on the right, and of course our veteran has slightly increased bow damage as a result of his unlock. We're also going to include a few of our Yari Samurai, the unit we unlocked in our last battle, and again, a quick look at their statistics against their Ashigaru brethren show that they are slightly superior. We're going to save this army loadout because it looks pretty good and pretty balanced, meaning we can load it quickly again later on. And now join an online battle to try and win the province that we want. Here we are in the online battle. You can see my army right here, ready to go, my retainers ready to play, and of course, therefore, we begin. Bala! Yeah! Here we are, counting down. And into the online battle. Now, we move my veteran archers into a very good position. Using my superior bow damage and from a good position, we rain death onto the enemy. You can see they panic and begin to flee, but they counter with a horse charge, and I employ my Yari Samurai, experts against cavalry, and cut them to pieces with a cavalry charge of my own. This, followed by a few deft subsequent maneuvers, results in a decisive victory and my opponent's head on a plate. You'll see that by winning that battle, we've gone up a rank with our general. We've also created a veteran unit of Yari Ashigaru, which we are naming now. And of course, we've unlocked various bonuses, including the retainer that we wanted earlier on the map. Here are the unit statistics following the battle. This shows us that our Yari Ashigaru unit did just enough to gain his next rank, and we can now go ahead and turn him into a veteran, just as we did with the archers. So here we are, back on the online campaign world, with a couple of provinces under our control. And allow me to tell you, friends, this is not it. Because... boom! Here we have the multicoloured Joseph's Technicolor Dreamcoat of the Clan Competition online map world. Here you can see that we have a variety of different colours, denoted of course all the different clans. But first, we need to join a clan. On the left hand side you can see the number of Steam groups we already belong to. Steam groups are clans in Shogun 2. And on the right you can see all of the publicly accessible Steam groups, or clans, that we can become a part of. Now we're going to go ahead and obviously join the clan for the Steam group that we're already in. Here you can see our players and of course our activities on the right hand side. Back onto that online colourful rainbow map. There are 24 clans per division of the online world, and the divisions are arranged in a pyramid. A season lasts approximately 2 weeks. The top 2 clans in any division are promoted, and the bottom 4 are relegated at the end of every season. And of course, you'll want to go ahead and make sure the top of the crop is you. All of these lovely pink bits signify territory that we have gained. We're ranked according to the number of regions that we control. You can see that as the right-hand number next to our clan's name. The regions are taken over by various different clans by having the highest clan influence score on that region, i.e. by fighting and winning battles, or in other cases by holding lots of adjacent territories surrounding that region. All of these things create an influence. You'll notice that by mousing over a territory we bring up a tooltip. The tooltip tells us who currently controls the province, the next nearest contenders fighting for control of it, and how much influence our clan has in that province. Again, our influence indicates whether or not we control it, and the number of provinces we control ranks us on the leaderboard. It also shows us how much influence we stand to gain from a victory there. And this is of course what we're looking at for the province that we might seek to attack. Various other modifiers also apply. Controlling adjacent provinces, for example, will allow us to capture and greatly increase the clan influence we earn for a victory. And this is the province we'd most likely want to capture to keep all of our regions together and keep that clan influence high and the number of regions we hold also nice and high. We encircle it so it looks like it's a good place to go for, but we're going to go ahead and allow our clan leader to choose this one. As a lowly member of the clan, we have to follow instruction, if we choose to, and help out the overall clan effort. So now we're going to wait and see what our leader selects. By placing this symbol on the map, the leader of a clan tells all the other clan members which region they should fight over and therefore gain influence in and eventually, hopefully, control. Our clan leaders picked the region that we thought he would, and so we're going to go ahead and attack the region we've been told to. Now, hopefully, a victory here, plus having influence by virtue of having all of the surrounding regions, will allow us to take control and therefore add a point to our rankings. Here you can see that by doing what the clan wants, we can also earn clan tokens that will allow us to upgrade our units. The ensuing battle is tense. We have to use all of our unlocked units and abilities. Spearmen, cavalry, archers, all of them are employed against our enemies. It's a bitter and tough battle, but after a pretty swift fight and the enemy routing, you can see we've taken control of this province. It's now coloured a beautiful pink. Now, essentially, that's all that's left. We'll turn this world over to you. For wrath or for ruin, it's yours. Have fun!